Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be jumping into the world of broadcast technology.
Ooh, broadcast technology.
Yeah, back in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Oh, wow. So that's like
A time of huge transition
big changes. Yeah.
from analog to digital
Yeah.
systems. You've provided a bunch of these testimonials about a guy named Guy Lakeman,
Guy Lakeman. Okay.
who seems to have been right at the heart of all this,
Yeah.
this change, this technological revolution,
Yeah.
especially in Asia.
Wow. So this is like a real pioneer that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Someone on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
That's be really interesting to see how one person navigated all of that.
Exactly. And we have testimonials from
Right.
some big players like ORAD, IBIS, Leitch, Quantel.
Right. Yeah. Big names.
Yeah. Alongside organizations like the Malaysian National Film Development Corporation or FINAS.
FINAS about it.
And even the Commonwealth Games Committee.
Wow. So this guy's got some serious credentials.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the mission here? What are we hoping to uncover?
Well, we're going to be using these testimonials to uncover who Guy Lakeman is,
Okay.
what kind of projects he took on,
Right.
and what made him such a sought-after expert in this industry.
Sounds like he was a busy guy.
Yeah.
So where do we even begin with all of this?
Well, these testimonials tell us that Guy Lakeman was the CEO of the Convergence Company,
Okay.
which was a consultancy
Consultancy, all right.
specializing in broadcast and IT solutions.
So he's the guy you call when you need to figure out the tech, right?
Yeah, particularly across Asia.
Ajad, got it.
He is praised for his deep knowledge and his ability to come up with innovative solutions.
So not just knowing the tech, but knowing how to use it in new ways.
Yeah, especially in the world of media content distribution.
Content distribution now. That was a huge challenge back then, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Especially when everyone's trying to figure out this whole digital thing.
right.
So what kind of projects did he actually work on?
He tackled all shapes and sizes.
Oh, wow. So like the whole spectrum.
Yeah, from massive international events
Oh,
like
wow.
the 1998 Commonwealth Games in Malaysia,
Oh, wow.
also known as the Sukhum Games,
Sukhum Games, yeah.
to smaller, more specialized installations.
So everything from the huge events to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, let's start with Sukhum Games.
Okay, let's do it. So paint me a picture. 1998 Commonwealth Games, Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
Guy Lakeman is tasked with building the International Broadcast Center,
Yep.
or IBC, as they say, from the
Yes.
ground up.
Yeah.
But it's not just about putting up the building, is it?
No.
It's the tech inside that matters.
Yes, a lot of heavy lifting.
I bet.
Imagine integrating the network with all of the outside broadcast facilities.
Right, because you've got different venues, different events happening all at the same time.
Right, and ensuring a seamless flow of information and signals for both international and local broadcasters.
Logistical nightmare.
Yes.
I can't even imagine. And back then, you were dealing with a mix of analog and digital, weren't you?
Yeah.
So each broadcaster might have their own specific requirements.
Exactly. And these testimonials,
Yeah.
they really highlight how he managed to pull it off.
Really?
They praise his professionalism, his problem-solving skills,
Okay.
especially when he's faced with those last-minute curveballs.
Right, because those always happen, don't they?
Right.
Especially with live events.
Yes,
Wow, it takes a special kind of person to stay calm under that pressure.
it really does.
So what was it about his approach that really impressed these companies?
They emphasize his ability to grasp complex technical concepts
Yeah.
and find practical solutions.
So not just a theorist, a real-world problem solver.
Yeah, they also highlight his deep understanding of the technology itself,
Right.
but also the operational needs of broadcasters.
Right.
He wasn't just a tech whiz, he truly understood the broadcasting business.
Yeah, that's key, isn't it?
Right.
Especially during that transition period.
Right.
You need someone who can bridge the gap between the old way of doing things and this new digital world.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he was that bridge from what you're saying.
And we see this in these testimonials.
Yeah.
Like ORAD praises his ability to not only keep up with new trends,
Yeah, keep up. That's
but
important.
that actually translate them into tangible benefits for his clients.
So not just knowing what's new, but knowing how to use it to actually help people.
Right.
That's impressive.
Mm.
Can you give us an example? I'm curious to see how he approached these emerging technologies.
Yeah, let's talk about his work for FINAS, the Malaysian National Film Development Corporation.
Right.
He was involved in designing a cutting-edge
Yeah.
digital audio-visual system for their soundstage studio.
Their soundstage studio.
And this wasn't just a cookie-cutter solution.
Right.
He worked very closely with the FINAS engineering team,
Okay.
really took into account their specific requirements.
So real collaborative approach, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what made this system so cutting edge? What were the bells and whistles?
He incorporated the latest knowledge and insights he gained from attending international industry events like IBC 2000.
ABC 2000, right?
Amsterdam,
Amsterdam, yeah, big event.
ensuring the system was at the forefront of technology.
IBC, the biggest broadcast tech event in the world, even today.
Yes.
So you're talking about being exposed to all the latest innovations,
Right.
the breakthroughs, the bleeding edge.
Yes, and that speaks to his commitment to staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, which was crucial back then, wasn't it? Everything was changing so fast.
Yes.
But it wasn't just about embracing the new.
Right.
You had to make it work with what was already there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The existing analog infrastructure.
Right, which could be a challenge.
I bet. So he's not just a digital guru. He understands the analog world, too.
Yes.
Trying to merge those two worlds, especially in a film development corporation,
Right.
where sound quality and precision are everything.
Yes.
That must have been a balancing act.
Yeah, he had to not only understand the nuances of digital audio-visual technology, but also had to navigate the complexities of integrating it with the existing analog equipment that Finus relied on.
Talk about a challenge. That's like speaking two different languages at the same time almost.
Yes, it must have been a balancing act.
It sounds like it.
Mhm.
So we're starting to see a picture of this guy Lakeman.
Yeah.
He's not just a tech expert. He's a problem solver, an innovator, someone who can bridge the gap between the old and the new.
Right.
It makes you wonder how that kind of adaptability played out in some of his other projects.
It definitely does.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder how that adaptability played out in his other projects.
It does. And speaking of adaptability,
Okay.
there's this testimonial from NT, National Transcommunications Ltd.
Okay.
in Singapore.
All right.
They worked with Guy on a major international sporting event.
Okay.
They don't actually say which one,
Oh, interesting.
but they highlight how incredibly tight
Okay.
the time frame was for this project.
Tight deadlines and live broadcasting, that's
Yeah.
a recipe for stress.
You know, say that again. He was the project coordinator responsible for everything.
Wow, so he's really in the thick of it.
Yeah, from liaising with suppliers to system design and installation.
So the whole shebang.
Yeah, and according to NT, even under that intense pressure,
Yeah.
Guy and his team
Okay.
delivered a top-notch broadcast system on time and within budget.
Yeah, that's impressive,
Yeah.
especially with those kinds of constraints.
It really speaks to his ability to manage complex projects.
Yeah.
And to think on his feet.
Right, because when things go off script, and they always do,
Yes, they do.
you got to be able to adapt.
Right.
I can only imagine the kind of challenges that come up when you're dealing with live events
Yeah,
on an international stage.
exactly. And that kind of experience
Yeah.
translates well beyond the world of sports broadcasting.
Right, yeah.
It's a testament to his project management skills,
Yeah,
his ability to handle pressure, which are valuable assets in any field.
absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about his technical expertise either.
All right, we have testimonials from companies like Leitch,
Okay.
who specialize in video and audio processing.
Like, weren't they involved with the Sookum games as well?
They were.
Okay, so they've worked with him before.
Yeah, and they were also working with Guy on projects for Amos,
Amos, okay?
which is a major satellite operator.
So big players all around.
Yeah, it seems like the SOCOM games really put him on the map.
Makes sense. Successfully delivering something as high profile as the IBC
Right.
for a major event like that would really solidify your reputation.
Yeah, as a go-to expert.
It's fascinating to see how one project can have such a ripple effect on a career.
It really is.
But his work wasn't limited to these big international players, though, was it?
It was not.
Okay.
There's a really interesting testimonial from Mindport Solutions.
Mindport Solutions. Okay, I haven't heard of them.
They're a systems integration company
Yeah.
specializing in professional audio and video systems.
Professional audio and video.
Yeah, they call it
Wait.
PAV media.
PAV media. So that sounds very digital. Was this a later project?
Yeah, this one's from 1999.
Okay, so right in that sweet spot.
Yeah. And Mindport Solutions specifically highlight how Guy and his team at the Convergence Company
Yeah.
consistently provided them with what they call elegant solutions.
Elegant solutions. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It suggests not just technical brilliance, but also a deep understanding of the client's needs.
Yeah.
It's not just about making something that works.
Right.
It's about crafting a solution that's both effective and, well, elegant.
Right. And they go on to praise his ability to bridge the gap between the traditional analog technology
Right.
and these cutting-edge digital techniques that were starting to emerge.
It's a crucial skill, right?
Yeah.
Especially back then.
Yeah.
It's not just being an expert in one or the other,
Right.
but understanding both worlds and helping your clients navigate that transition.
Exactly.
Because remember, this is a time when digital technology was still relatively new. There was a lot of uncertainty about its reliability,
Yeah.
its long-term viability.
Right.
To have someone like Guy who could guide clients through that uncertainty,
Yeah.
show them how to integrate these new technologies in a way that made sense for their business,
Right.
that was incredibly valuable.
It really was.
Speaking of navigating uncharted territory,
Okay.
there's one more testimonial I want to touch on.
All right.
It's from Thomson Broadcast Systems,
Okay.
a true industry giant
Yes.
known for their cutting-edge equipment.
Yes. This one really stood out to me because it highlights how Guy's work was pushing the boundaries
Okay.
of what was possible in broadcast technology.
Interesting. Okay.
Thompson specifically praised him for developing the latest digital turnkey and integrated environment solutions.
Turnkey. Now, for those who might not be familiar with that term,
Yeah.
it basically means providing a complete, ready-to-go system.
Yeah.
So you get a broadcast system that's not only fully digital,
Right.
but also seamlessly integrated from top to bottom.
Right.
No more cobbling together different pieces of equipment.
Exactly. And remember, this was at a time when most broadcasters were still working with a patchwork
Yeah.
of analog and digital components.
Right, a real mix and match situation.
Yes. To offer a fully integrated digital solution back then was revolutionary.
It really was. And it shows
Right.
how Guy was not just keeping pace with the industry,
Yeah.
but actively driving it forward.
Right.
He wasn't just a consultant, he was a visionary.
It makes you think what he would say
I know, right?
about the state of broadcast technology today.
With everything from streaming services to IP-based workflows.
Right.
It's amazing how much has changed since those early days of digital transition.
It is, yeah.
And yet, I think there are some valuable lessons to be learned from his approach.
Oh, absolutely.
The qualities that made him successful back then.
Right.
Adaptability, problem solving, a deep understanding of the technology and
Yeah.
the business
Yeah.
are still relevant today, maybe even more so.
Absolutely. And let's not forget his client-centric approach.
Right, yeah.
He was dedicated to understanding his clients' needs
Yeah.
and delivering solutions that truly made a difference.
I'm curious to unpack those qualities in a bit more detail.
Yeah.
But first, I think it's time we connect the dots between Guy Lakeman's work
Okay.
and the larger technological shifts that were happening in the broadcast industry.
Right. Because these testimonials aren't just about one man's career.
Exactly.
They offer us a glimpse into a pivotal moment in broadcasting history.
It's like a time capsule, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it really is like a time capsule, seeing how this one person navigated this huge shift in the industry.
It's amazing to think how much of what we just take for granted today,
Yeah,
like streaming services, online content delivery, even virtual production,
right.
all has its roots in these early days of
Yeah.
digital transition.
It makes you wonder, what would Guy Lakeman make of the industry today?
I would love to pick his brain about it. But even without a time machine, I think there's a lot we can learn from his story.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The testimonials weren't just praising his technical skills, were they?
right.
They consistently highlighted his ability to adapt, to solve problems,
Yeah,
to build strong relationships with clients,
right.
qualities that are valuable in any profession,
Yes.
regardless of the technology involved.
You're so right. Remember how Orad talked about his knack for translating new trends into beneficial solutions
Yeah,
for
yeah.
his clients?
It wasn't just about keeping up with the latest gadgets.
Right.
It was understanding the bigger picture,
Yeah.
the needs of the industry, how technology could be used to address them.
Right, exactly.
It's like those level up moments you get in a video game.
Yeah.
He wasn't just learning new skills.
Right.
He was figuring out how to use them strategically to overcome challenges and achieve his goals.
Right, and it's something we can all apply in our own lives,
It's-
whether we're dealing with a new software program at work or trying to figure out how to build a website.
This is like that saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime.
Right.
He wasn't just providing solutions.
Yeah.
He was empowering his clients to understand and leverage the power of technology.
I love that analogy.
And speaking of empowerment, let's not forget his problem-solving skills.
Yeah.
Remember that high-pressure project for NT with this crazy tight deadline?
Yes.
It sounds like he thrived under pressure,
Yeah.
used his resourcefulness and experience to find creative solutions and deliver results.
It makes you wonder, did he have a whiteboard full of contingency plans
Wow, right?
for every possible scenario?
Like the ability to think on your feet and stay calm when things go wrong,
Yeah,
that's a superpower.
it really is.
And it's a skill that can be developed over time.
Yeah.
Being prepared, anticipating challenges,
Right.
having a toolbox of strategies to draw from when the unexpected happens.
Because in any field, things rarely go exactly according to plan.
That's the truth.
But, beyond the technical skills and the problem solving,
Yeah.
what really struck me about Guy Lakeman was his genuine passion for this industry.
Yeah, I felt that too.
It just shines through.
It really.
In every testimonial, he wasn't just punching the clock.
Right.
He was truly excited about the possibilities of broadcast technology and its potential to connect people
Yeah.
and share stories.
And that's something we can all learn from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finding that spark, that passion for what we do.
It makes all the difference.
It fuels our creativity, our resilience,
Yes.
our drive to make a positive impact.
And it's contagious.
Absolutely.
When you work with someone who's truly passionate about what they do, it inspires you
Yeah, to step up your own game,
to step up your own
like a
game.
ripple effect.
Yeah.
Spreads outwards, it creates a more positive and productive environment for everyone.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Guy Lakeman,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listener with this thought. These testimonials, they offer a fascinating snapshot of one man's impact
Yeah.
on this rapidly changing industry.
Right.
But they also serve as a powerful reminder that we all have the potential
Yeah.
to make a difference, to leave our mark on the world.
Well said. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out in your career,
Yeah,
the qualities that made Guy Lakeman so successful,
right.
adaptability, problem solving, client-centric approach, genuine passion for your work,
Yeah,
these are timeless and universal.
yeah.
Embrace those qualities, nurture them, and who knows what you might achieve.
And remember, the world of technology is constantly evolving,
Always changing.
presenting new challenges and opportunities.
That's right.
Who knows what exciting innovations lie ahead?
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, by embracing lifelong learning,
Absolutely.
cultivating our skills, and staying curious,
Yes,
we can all be pioneers in our own right,
that's right.
shaping the future and leaving a legacy that inspires others.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's a great note to end on.
That is our deep dive for today.